Hey, what's up guys? It's Mr. Hoplock here for a homework help video on lesson 6.3, comparing functions. So let's look at the first question. Quentin is choosing between buying books at the bookstore or buying online versions of the book for his tablet. The cost Y dollars is ordering books online for X books is Y equals 6.95X plus 150. The cost of buying the books at the bookstore is shown in the table. So this is where we're comparing a table to an equation. Okay, so we have the equation for the online. If he buys it online, it is Y equals 6.95X plus 150. But what we're going to have to do is going to have to write an equation right here to represent the cost of the books at the bookstore. So your first step is to pick 2 points from a table. So if you want to write a table in Y equals mx plus b from a table, you got to find the m and you got to find the b. So let's find the m first. M is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then you got to pick 2 points. I'm going to pick 1 comma 7.50 and 2 comma 15. So then once you do this, you plug those numbers in. You got xy, 1 1 2 2. Okay. Okay, and then from there, substitute them in. We got 15 minus 7.5 and 2 minus 1. 15 minus 7.5 is 7.5. 2 minus 1 is 1. So your slope here, m, is 7.5. Now to find your y-intercept, you have to pick a point. I'm going to go with 2 and 15 and 7. So 2 and 15. So to find the b, you got to pick a point. That's x and y. And use your slope and use y equals mx plus b to find your b. And then you substitute everything in. So you'll substitute 15 in for y, 7.5 in for m, 2 in for x plus b. So you got 15 equals 7.5 times 2 is 15 plus b. You subtract it, b equals 0. So the equation here would be y equals 7.5x. Now, which method of buying books is more expensive if Quentin wants to buy 6 books? So here we go. The key is that X represents your books. You have 2 equations. So for the bookstore, you have Y equals 7.5X. And for online, you have Y equals 6.95X plus 150. So x is the number of books, so we substitute 6 into both x's. So then we would have 7.5 times 6 would be 45. So for 6 books to the bookstore, it's going to cost you $45. And then when you come down here, 6.95 times 6 is 41.7. And then 41.7 plus $1.50 would be 43.50. So the your cheaper route is going to be your online. So the it says which is more expensive. The bookstore is more expensive. Okay, that's number 1. Looking at number 2, I'm not going to work the whole thing, but basically what it says is Elijah runs a tutoring business. With Plan 1, students may choose to pay $15 per hour. With Plan 2, they may follow the plan shown on the graph. So your first step is to write an equation for the plan shown on the graph with x as the number of hours and y as the total cost. So you have to write an equation from here. So keep in mind you need y equals mx plus b and you need m and b. So the slope, m, is the change in y over the change in x. So you'd come over here, you got these 2 points, you go up 10 and then right 2. So up 10, right 2. And then your b from the graph, your b right here from the graph, would be 40. So b is 40. And then your m, if you go up 10, right 2, that'd be 5. So your equation would be y equals 5x plus 40. So then it says sketch a graph of Plan 1 on the same graph. So for Plan 1, you pay $15 per hour. You don't pay an initial fee, so it should look like that. So it would start down here at 0 and then go up 15, write 1. So up 15, write 1. Up 15, write 1, and you can keep going. And then I'll let you figure out which plan is cheaper for 10 hours of tutoring. Okay. Looking at the back side, the table and graph show the miles driven and the gas used for 2 scooters. So again, you got to write an equation to describe the amount of gas for scooter A. So there, pick 2 points and use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? Write an equation for B, so same thing. Pick 2 points. There's 2 points right there, pretty simple. And then do change in y over change in x, and then answer the question below. Okay? If you need help, feel free to see myself in the morning or Ms. Parsons. Thank you so much for your attention, and have a good evening.